Today, we're discussing a figure who, for many years, was considered an icon of wealth, success, and entrepreneurship in the music industry, Sean "Diddy" Combs, also known as P. Diddy, or simply Diddy. But despite his massive success as an artist, producer, and businessman, the story isn't as straightforward as it seems. So, what happened to Diddy's finances? And why did he fail financially? Stay tuned as we break down the missteps that caused one of hip-hop's moguls to lose grip on his financial empire. Let's start with a quick refresher on Diddy's rise to fame. In the 90s, Diddy was everywhere. He founded Bad Boy Records in 1993, a label that signed legendary artists like the Notorious Big, Faith Evans, and Mace. He had a keen eye for talent, and his success in producing top-charting hits put him on the map, not just in the music world, but in business too. But as the years went on, Diddy's empire began to show cracks. And today, we'll explore why. Mistake number 1, overextension. Diddy is the textbook example of someone who tried to do too much, too soon. Don't get me wrong, diversifying your income streams is important for any successful entrepreneur. But when you're running a record label, launching a clothing line like Sean John, investing in alcohol brands like Kyrock, producing films, hosting television shows, and even planning to run a charter school, well, you start to lose focus. Diddy spread himself too thin, and that led to cracks in the foundation of his business. By chasing so many opportunities at once, Diddy didn't give each one the attention and leadership it needed to thrive. The result? Some projects underperformed, while others collapsed entirely. Now let's talk about Sean John, the clothing line created by the iconic music mogul, P. Diddy. At its peak in the early 2000s, Sean John was a brand that many people admired. It was synonymous with urban luxury and was seen as a status symbol. It even earned Diddy a CFDA award for Menswear Designer of the Year in 2004, a prestigious accolade in the fashion industry. But fast forward to the 2010s, and the brand started to decline rapidly. Why? A few reasons contributed to this downfall. First off, the market for urban luxury fashion changed dramatically. The tastes and preferences of consumers evolved. Sean John struggled to stay relevant as the trend moved toward more streetwear-focused brands like Supreme or high-fashion brands collaborating with hip-hop artists. These brands captured the new wave of fashion. Diddy didn't adapt fast enough to these changes. The brand's inability to innovate and keep up with the fast-paced fashion world was a major setback. Also, there were reports of quality issues, and the brand failed to resonate with younger generations. Younger consumers found other brands more appealing and trendy. Over time, this took a toll on the company's profits. The financial strain became evident as sales plummeted. And remember, Sean John wasn't just a side hustle for Diddy, it was one of his main ventures. He invested a lot of time and resources into making it successful. So when it tanked, it was a significant financial hit. The decline of Sean John was a tough pill to swallow for Diddy, marking a notable chapter in his career. Mistake number 3, declining relevance in the music industry. Next, we have to talk about Diddy's role in the music industry. Diddy, also known as Sean Combs, was once a towering figure in the world of music. While he was a trailblazer in the 90s and early 2000s, he didn't evolve with the industry. His innovative approach back then set trends, but the music landscape has drastically changed since. Hip-hop changed, and Diddy didn't change with it. The genre saw new faces and new sounds, with artists like Drake, Travis Scott, and Kendrick Lamar redefining what hip-hop could be. The rise of streaming platforms and a shift towards more independent, digitally focused artists left traditional moguls like Diddy behind. The music industry became more democratized, allowing anyone with talent and a laptop to make it big. Bad Boy Records lost its edge, and with artists no longer looking to sign with traditional labels, Diddy's influence waned. The label that once dominated the charts struggled to stay relevant in a digital age. This declining relevance in the music scene meant that Diddy wasn't able to keep the same level of income flowing from his main source of wealth, music. The financial impact was significant, as the industry moved on without him. While Bad Boy Records still exists, it's a shadow of its former self. The once bustling studios are now quiet, and the label's influence has faded. Without a major presence in the industry, Diddy's influence and revenue dropped significantly. The man who once shaped the sound of a generation now finds himself struggling to keep up in a rapidly evolving industry. Mistake number 4: lawsuits and legal battles. Now, one thing that often doesn't get talked about enough in business failures is the impact of lawsuits. Over the years, Diddy faced numerous legal battles. From issues with contracts involving bad boy artists to allegations of unpaid wages from former employees, these lawsuits not only damaged his reputation, but also drained him financially. Let's not forget the high-profile wrongful death lawsuit following the tragic death of a concert-goer in 1991 at a charity basketball event hosted by Diddy. While many of these cases were settled out of court, they were a consistent financial drain over the years. Mistake number 5: declining brand value of Ciroc. Lastly, we have to address Ciroc. For a long time, Diddy's partnership with Ciroc was a massive success. He marketed the vodka to the hip-hop community like no one else could. But over time, the premium vodka market became saturated. Competition from brands like Grey Goose and new celebrity-backed alcohol ventures meant that Ciroc's dominance started to wane. Diddy's deal with Ciroc was a game-changer for his wealth, but even that couldn't last forever. Ciroc's sales declined, especially in markets where consumers were looking for newer, trendier options. And remember, when your main business is no longer pulling in massive numbers, even small declines can start to hurt. So, in the end, why did P. Diddy fail financially? It wasn't just one thing. It was a combination of overextending himself with too many ventures, failing to adapt to changes in the music and fashion industries, facing costly legal battles, and losing momentum with key brands like Sean John and Ciroc. The takeaway. But here's the takeaway. Diddy's story isn't just one of failure. It's a complex narrative filled with highs and lows, triumphs and setbacks. It's a cautionary tale for entrepreneurs, artists, and business people alike. It serves as a reminder that the road to success is often paved with obstacles and unexpected challenges. Success in one area doesn't guarantee success in every venture. Diversifying your efforts can be rewarding, but it also comes with its own set of risks and difficulties. And when you reach a certain level, maintaining that success is just as difficult, if not more challenging, than achieving it in the first place. The pressure to stay on top can be immense, and the stakes are incredibly high. That's it for today's video. What do you think? Do you believe Diddy has what it takes to turn things around? Can Diddy bounce back financially, or is his empire in permanent decline? The future is uncertain. But one thing is clear, resilience and adaptability are key. Let me know in the comments. Your insights and opinions are valuable, and I'd love to hear what you think about Diddy's situation. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more deep dives into the financial side of fame and business, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Your support helps us bring you more content